All right, the scooter lady's gone. Coast is clear. I can follow up this vlog. So, yeah, wrecked the scooter. It wasn't bad. Like, it just knocked the steering out of alignment. It's like, you know, just having your steering wheel out of alignment with your car. It still drove, you know, it was bearable. I could go, you know, 100 kilometers on it, so, or, you know, 100 kilometers, so, you know. Anyway, so we're sitting there, Ricardo and I, on our adventures yesterday, and I'm sitting there back in my mind going, what am I going to do about this bike? Like, cause I was worried, I was like, I'm going to get gouged, they're going to take me to the ringers. Now, there's no deposit, all right? So he put down his passport. So I was like, all right, I got to get his passport back. I got to, you know, so I was like, okay, if I replace the fender that was cracked, I mean, it was obvious. So I was like, you know, there's scooter shops all over the place. If I just replace the fender, maybe they won't notice that the steering's out of whack. And I was like, I might get away with it, right? So I thought, I was like, yeah, you know, you should go tonight, So I found a little shop right around the corner, literally 2 blocks. And I went by, I was like, you fix? And they're like, yeah, come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. So this morning I got up after only having like 3 hours of sleep. And I went over to this little, it's like almost like a shack. This was where his family lives, and like a whole bunch of scooters, and like their son's like maybe 17. He's fixing all the scooters and repairing flat tires and stuff. So I was like, all right, you know, give this a shot. So I go in, it cost me about 500 baht. So 500 baht, $15 to replace the fender, which, all right, you know, fair enough. Only problem was they only had white. It was a black fender. I was like, maybe she won't notice. So anyway, I returned the bike, and ends up, I think she owned the bike at one point, because she pointed out where she's messed up the bike, and she noticed the fender, and then noticed the steering, and then noticed everything else. And all of a sudden she's just sitting there trying to money. Like, replace this. I was like, no, like, you scratch here. No, my scratch. I was like, they moved my bike. I don't know, maybe bike lay down. She's like, you accident. I was, no, I hit guardrail, but I fixed fender. Anyway, long story short, I was like, all right, I'll fix the alignment. And I was like, oh God, like, what is this gonna cost me? Now, what I had done previously, while I was sitting in the shop and they were replacing my fender, it was their family, like in the back, they have their kitchen, they're preparing meals. I'm just like hanging out, chilling. They have a little baby, Adam, who's 8 months old. So I'm playing with the baby, and like, we're all having fun. Like, got to know everybody, even though we don't speak any of the same language. There was one guy there who spoke just enough English. Like, that's how I learned the baby's name was Adam. So I was playing with the baby, got to know the family, like everybody. So then when I had to go back and figure out how to deal with this alignment thing, so I could get my buddy's passport back, I was like, how much is this gonna cost me? Like, this is gonna hurt. And he comes up, he goes, 2,700 baht. They have to pull the front end of the bike off, replace all this kind of shit. He goes, 2,700 baht. Put that in perspective, $30. And I tipped him out, but I got the lady, and like, she came over, and I was like, all right, it takes 2 days. I was like, all right, I'll rent the bike for 2 more days. I pay you this 300 baht. So 300 baht, like $6. I was like, all right, I pay you $6 in the shop. I was like, I pay up front, they fix bike, and you get bike back. And so I had to negotiate. She was trying to get me to pay for all this other shit, and I was like, no. I fix alignment, I make bike good. They glue, like, it's good. Finally, able to negotiate it. It ultimately ended up costing me almost 3,500 baht total with this whole thing. But negotiated it down, and luckily, like, I got to know the family, so instead of getting like ripped off, they gave me local price. So it paid off, like, just spending time and like getting to like try to know people, like show interest in them and their life. Ended up just being a huge savior, and I knew I was gonna wreck a scooter, but it ultimately didn't cost me that much. It's a learning experience, but like, honestly, 3,000 baht is what I have slated for a day. I'm taking the day off. It's raining here anyways. Plus I'm kind of broken and limping around, so I just need a day off my feet so I can try to recover, because yeah, I did a number on myself. But hey, live and learn. Again, a lot easier on a scooter than a motorcycle. I'd rather learn on a scooter. And I spent the night, or this morning, just scootering around all over the island, just getting used to throttling, just practicing, teaching myself. preparing. I do stupid shit, but at least I know enough to know when I need to practice at something and not to take necessarily the biggest thing, but start small. So here I am. I'm going to start hopefully posting all this stuff on the website. A lot of people are showing interest. I'm really excited. I know a lot of the backpackers have shown some interest in what I'm doing here, especially because, I mean, God, I've already wrecked a scooter and lost my iPhone. Found my iPhone via Facebook, that this wonderful lady found me on Facebook and is going to return my phone to me when I'm in Bangkok. I have to document all this because it's so, yeah, you know, it costs money at some point, but the experience and the stories are invaluable. They're priceless. You can't pay for this. People, I'm fortunate that like tourists come and they spend, you know, they only have 2 weeks, so it's very, very planned, very structured. I have no plan. I'm at a hostel I didn't even plan on being at. I'm staying here 3 days, and meeting wonderful people and amazing stories. This is what it's about. Yeah, I might fuck up and I might do stupid shit, but that's what's gonna make this trip so incredible, is the experience. Because my bottom line, I say yes. Somebody asks me if I want to do something, I say yes. Because you just never know where you're gonna end up. And if you go through life saying no and you're cautious and you're safe and I should be doing this, no, forget all that. I'm an open tablet. Everything's possible. I have no restrictions. The only restriction I have is myself. And right now, there's no restrictions. And I'm meeting so many incredible people. I'm excited to see what comes. I have about 360 more days that I've planned for this trip. It could go longer. I might end up in Australia, go work as a coffee guy for, they make $25 an hour. If I can figure out how to live cheap, might do that for a few months, make some money, live in Australia, where everything wants to kill you. Should be fun. And then, I don't know. At this point, literally all I know is I'm going through Cambodia and Laos. Probably spend about a month between the two of them. And then hit Vietnam for a month. Outside of that, I have no idea where I'm going to be. I've got all my vaccines. I'm covered. I'm prepared to go to Africa and South America. Hang tight, because this is going to be one hell of a journey. If this last week is any indication of what's to come, it's only going to get better. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. So keep watching. Stay tuned. I can't wait to see what's going to happen down the road.